Hello everyone, hi, this is Kip, and welcome to Kippy's Save Files. This is the second episode, and so as you can see, things are moving things around. I think I found like a little small lighting thing that can hopefully be a bit better, and so the video won't be as dark. I could also just kind of edit this, but I'm trying to make it how do I say it? I'm trying to make it not create as many barriers, so I can just record and then send it in right away. I'm hoping that can happen. And hello, this is Pawsley. Hey Paws, hey buddy, you good? You good? Okay. All right, so where do I begin? So this week has been amazing. I finally did it. I finally uploaded a YouTube video on my main channel. I'm so proud of myself. I feel like I had this monkey on my back for the whole time, because the last time I uploaded a video for the Kippers Cove YouTube channel was like February 2025. So the fact that I finally uploaded one in 2026 and people have been asking about it, I'm very happy that I finally was able to do it, and I feel good. I feel like there's this weight lifted off my shoulders, and I feel good, and I think it's relatively received well. So I also want to start off with just noting, I know I don't want to talk too much about numbers, but I kind of want to note where I currently am in terms of, let's say, subscribers and followers on Twitch. And so right now, my YouTube subscribers for the Kippers Cove channel is currently sitting at 80, which is pretty exciting, because before I uploaded, I was at 75. So that video convinced 5 people to hit the subscribe button, which is pretty crazy. And the Twitch channel currently has 282 followers, and that's also really cool because I believe I've received a couple follows off stream, so not when I went live, meaning that I think they might have seen the YouTube video, and then they followed the Twitch channel, which then proves the point that yes, making videos off stream does in fact work, and does in fact make an impact when it comes to growing your channel, which I don't want to say shocked, but still, when it happens, you're just like, oh my God, this actually works. And the advice that they have on TikTok and Shorts they actually matter. The video I made, I felt very, very good about, because it took a while for me, and I always get in my own head, and which is why that results in delays and everything, on top of the way my brain is and the ADHD and everything. I was trying to think of, okay, I want to think of a great video to make, like a cool video to make before I start with the other videos that are more game focused or game centric, because that was the whole point of the channel, right? The whole point of the channel was to just stream. I wanted to stream the games that I've always wanted to play, and then I want to make videos of my journey going through those games. And I know I didn't want to just put a VOD there. I know that a lot of streamers do, and yes, and people are able to find success doing that. But for me, I wanted to, and it takes a lot more work, create like a bit of a narrative to go along with the video, to go through that whole journey. And so that's just my way of doing videos, and that's just my style. I enjoy doing a little bit of voiceover and kind of talking through how I felt, or how I wanted to, how I felt, and what decisions I made, what's the reasoning behind the decisions that I made for that video, and yeah, that's kind of how I want to do it. So the previous videos last year were kind of similar. The short hike, everything, those are all similar. And so I really am very happy to finally decide to do, why don't I just do a recap of last year? And not just a recap of just the games I played. It's just, okay, he wants to, okay. And not just a recap of the games that I wanted to play, but like that I played in 2025, but also talk a little bit about the community and talk about how streaming impacted my year. And I was shocked that it ended up being like a 5-minute video, but it took forever to create that video because I had to pull from multiple VOD files, and each VOD file was like 10, 11 gigs, and it really brought Premiere Pro down to its on its knees. There's a lot of lag, and it was really a frustrating thing to deal with, but I don't think I'll be doing too many of these, and I was too lazy to do the proxies and whatnot. So I decided just, go through it, tank through it, take all the stutters and whatnot during the replay previews. And so I decided, it took maybe a good 10 to 12 hours in total, I think, which includes scripting and editing and everything, and it came to a 5-minute video. And I really liked it. I was smiling all throughout the editing process and really reliving some of the games that we played. And that was a lot of fun too. There's a lot of footage. There's like about a terabyte of footage of VODs, of recordings on my computer right now. Hey buddy. And yeah, it was really lovely just to see kind of how it grew, or the things that we did last year. And that kind of comes to the topic that I want to talk about for this episode. And that is, looking back, boy, streaming's hard. Streaming is harder than I thought. I think that's how I want to title this episode. Streaming was definitely a challenge, like more difficult than I had originally perceived. I think when I first started, or when, past couple years, when I was always thinking about streaming, friends have said, oh yeah, you have the personality for it, you should go for it. I think you'd be a good streamer. And I was like, okay. And then I took some time to finally dive in, right? And then to me, I don't know, I just always thought that, you have your personality, you go live, and then naturally people will come to you. But it's so much more than that. It requires way more than just like a nice personality on video, because it's just how saturated the market is, or how saturated the streaming space is. And so everybody there is competing for people's attention. And at the end of the day, there's not that many. I don't want to say there's not that many, but it's just watching, being a, how do I say this? There's not a lot of people who actively watch Twitch. Not as much as I thought there were. But maybe it's a generation thing. But for me, I'm in my mid-30s. When I talk about Twitch and stuff, not a lot of my friends, some of my friends don't even know what Twitch is. So my friends don't really, don't actually watch. They'll watch maybe a clips or something like that. And I think I fall in that category too before I started streaming. I don't actively watch streams. And I realized, okay, so it's a little niche, and in that niche, you're still competing with so many other streamers to get eyeballs on your stream, right? And so during this past year, I remember there was a sort of like a stagnation in the growth, where I felt that the stream wasn't growing. And I felt that, okay, I'm doing the right things. I feel like I'm doing most of the right things. Okay, this guy's just trying to, okay, you good? You good, buddy? Okay, let me just try and push him up. Okay, let's let him be comfortable where he wants to be. And I just felt that, okay, yeah, I'm not getting sort of the growth that I was hoping for. It didn't feel like I was getting I guess maybe because the year before that I turned affiliate, so it felt like, wow, like that's when I turned affiliate, that's it. Like I felt like any growth it felt like just like the momentum of that growth was amazing. It was great. But now in that second year, I felt like, okay, I don't feel quite that impact. And I remember there was a long period where I don't think I had any followers or anything like that. And so I was thinking, ooh, this is difficult. This is hard. This is really hard. I have so much respect for people who are, how do I say it? I have so much respect for people who are getting, pulling in the viewers and making and also consistently pulling the viewers consistently. And so I was like, wow, that is really awesome. I don't know how to get there. I don't know, how do I get there? How do I be like them? And I realize on my off time, sometimes I go through streams and I see other streamers that inspire me. And then I would do a lot of this background research. I would look like, oh, is it because they have a strong YouTube channel? Or is it because they have a strong TikTok following? Or how are they getting their growth, right? And yeah, and some have off-stream content, some don't. So I feel like they're doing it through Twitch and through networking or through other streamers as well. And that's the thing too. And when I'm thinking about networking, I'm thinking, oh, I despise networking. My day job also revolves around networking, and that's something I don't really enjoy doing, because sometimes the word networking always makes me feel, oh, that feels kind of disingenuous, right? But I realize, yes, that is a way to grow, and people naturally grow through meeting other streamers and genuinely having a good time and fitting in with them. And I'm very happy that I met a lot of wonderful streamer friends like Miss Dayray, Kind Low Lex, Didex, Chelsea Blossom Games. Like those are some fellow streamers that I feel like I really truly vibe with, and who enjoy streaming and who really also are putting in a lot of effort into trying to grow their streams. And I really resonate with them. So it's really nice and really fun to talk shop with them, just to see like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I feel would be good for my stream growth. And this is kind of what I want to do. And I think we kind of share that same, like we're like under 1,000 followers on Twitch, and I think everyone's trying their different things, and they're with YouTube and shorts and stuff. So I really appreciate like finding kind of my fellow colleagues, if you will, and talking shop about that. But yeah, it's difficult. I think it's difficult to make people stay. I think that's also difficult. And I know that, yes, one of the big reasons for people to stay is, of course, they stay for the streamer, right? And I'm just realizing, yes, but it still requires so much more. Like, a streamer is not just a personality on the screen. You still have to make sure all your tech stuff works. And then you also need to be on for those times. You have to be fully, on during those times, during those hours for stream. And then you also need to make sure that you read chat, relatively quickly so you don't miss messages. And then you also, not only that, but you also need to be a marketer, a promoter. And so thinking about how you want to promote your stream, or thinking about how do you want to present your schedule to your Discord community. There's so many different things come into mind, and I just didn't realize that there's so many different hats that a streamer has to wear in order to run a relatively successful consistent stream that people will enjoy. And yeah, and and you know, in the video just that I made before, just talking about kind of how streaming impacted my life. And yes, it did. It didn't just impact my life during those 12 hours a week that I stream. I stream 3 nights a week with 4 hours per stream. But it also impacts so much of my off stream time. And it was really interesting trying to balance everything, because I was trying to balance, of course, my work, and then I also travel for work, and I also have, you know, the social aspect of my life as well, and then just also alone time, and yeah, and I realized, wow, it's it's not just the 12 hours, it's also, you know, running the Discord and everything, which I really, really enjoy. But it's like a full-time job. It's basically a full-time job if you think about it, just the amount of off-stream hours that you have to put in. And I love it. Like I mentioned again, I love it. I absolutely love every single second of it. It's so much fun to foster community. It's so much fun to hit the go live button and to meet other people who also enjoy the game that you're playing, and to kind of talk through it, and also capturing these really cool things that happen on stream. Like, that's so much fun from the comfort of your own home too. That's really nice. And so I have to say, some of the other things that changed my life last year is that I definitely ate out a lot less. Like, I realized more and more, I ate out less a lot. Like not physically going to restaurants and eating. A lot of my meals are back home, or a lot of meals are, let's say I grab takeout and I bring it back at home to just get ready for either stream or to watch other people stream. And so yeah, it's really impacted. It's really impacted my life. And I really did have to do a lot of kind of balancing and rejigging. And I'm doing another rebalancing again this year, because this year I'm really trying to aim for growth. And I think I'm on the right path, and I'm very, very excited about that. And yeah, so for friends who are thinking about streaming or thinking about really taking it seriously, I have to say, yeah, just be prepared to really put in work. Like, be prepared if you're really serious about it. I think be prepared to put in the work. And which includes off-stream content. I think that's also a very efficient way to do it as well. And I think it works. I think it's true. And so not only do you have to be the marketer, promoter, streamer, entertainer, but you also have to be an editor. You also have to be a director in terms of how you want to make good videos that you're passionate about, videos that you want to make, and videos that you want to watch and feel like you enjoy watching, and you think that other people would enjoy watching too. And that is something that has also been difficult and on my mind, because for me, at the beginning, I'm kind of a YouTuber first. I'm not even really a YouTuber. I mean, I have 80 subscribers, please. But like, my mindset is I like making videos. And yes, I make a lot of videos that are not public or between friends. And I enjoy that whole video making process. So for me, I'm like a video maker first and a streamer second. But now I'm starting to see like a little bit of a balance. And so yeah, so I do want to put a lot of effort into making those videos, because those things will live there for quite a while. And so I want it to have a nice style, and I'm still trying to figure things out. Honestly, every time I thought I have a good idea of what kind of streamer I am, or what kind of YouTuber I am, or what kind of content creator I am, and then things change and things swap sorry, pause. Okay, I'll start. Sorry, I'll let you go. But it's okay. It's totally fine. As long as we keep going, as long as we keep at it. So as much respect I have for streamers who, you know, pulling in some awesome numbers or growing their numbers. I also have a lot of respect for streamers who are still going, at it, and who are still strong, still yapping to the camera even when chat is still relatively quiet. And I really admire those types of skills. And I absolutely encourage streamers to just keep going. I know that even though, yes, the streaming space is very saturated, but there are a lot of channels that, you know, they kind of give up after a while. And so in a sense, like, I still think that there's still plenty to go around in terms of finding the right audience and finding the right viewers that fit your vibe, and that we should still keep going. And so, yes, even though streaming was way harder than I thought, I think it's worth it. I think it's absolutely worth it. And this is speaking from somebody who is like not a good gamer. Not a good gamer. And who gets roasted all the time. It's still worth it. It's still lovely. And I really, really enjoy hanging out with everybody. No joke. Like, it's been a really fun time so far. And so, you know, now am I cognizant that, yes, I recognize that, you know, not everybody's going to be there all the time, or maybe some people might not return to the channel or return to the stream. Yeah, that's understandable. That's happened before, and that's totally fine. That's absolutely fine. And, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, maybe we'll meet some new friends, or maybe we'll find some other people that we'll vibe with, and maybe they'll come back as well. Really, it in that sense here, it's all good. It's all good. We just have to keep going. And that's kind of what, you know, I hope you can take away from this kind of episode, or this little entry that I have here on this episode. And I can't wait to see what happens next, because right now, I know I promised my community that I make a long video a month right now, but I have an itch. I have an itch to continue doing these videos, and I want to do one every week, but I can't officially promise that. But I want to do one every week and keep the momentum going, because God, the algorithm always rewards consistency. And so I do need to make sure that I want to continue with that momentum and make sure that I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and then also to keep the streams going as well, and then also the events and everything too. And yeah, and I think I also want to talk a little bit more while I have everyone here, is that this year I've been trying to do more events, and I did one with fishing. So we have a lurk bait fishing event, like a fishing game on Steam, and so chat can basically fish while you're streaming. And I like to turn it on every now and then, usually during the kind of cozy app stream, but I don't want to distract chat too much when it comes to, you know, the game that I'm trying to play, right? But this event essentially is like a fishing event. And so I had some prizes. I had a cool, you know, VIP, I like temporary VIP. I also have, it's all for the grand prize, and I have a title and different color name in the Discord and everything too. And so that was really cool. I was shook by how many people decide to pay some redemption points to register and join the fishing event. And I think it was successful. The only thing that I realized was, wow, I gave them a list of fish to catch, and the person who caught it, it took them 3 streams to catch it. So originally I thought maybe 12 streams, we'll find a winner 12 streams in 12 streams or so, but we found a winner in 3 streams, which is crazy to think. I was like, wow. And people were very competitive, which I love. And so it's really cool to see that the community loves competition. And I had a lot of fun, and I think the community had a lot of fun too. And I want to run this event 2 times a year, and just like I also been doing a lot of like kind of presenting. I do a lot of presentations on the stream nowadays, just to show like, okay, this is the event, this is what's going to happen. And I think people are taking it well and people are enjoying it. Or even if they don't participate, I think they're invested in seeing who's going to win. And I had a lot of fun. I really truly had a lot of fun. So it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And so I am excited to do more events, and I want to do some competitive and non-competitive events as well. But these are kind of my way of figuring out how to be a bit different from just your traditional, I'm playing a video game, come watch me play. I think just like a little bit more involvement has been really great for the community, and people have been enjoying that. And so I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep at it and keep thinking up some more events and some ideas. And I'm very happy that this one was a successful one. And they're still fishing right now. I think we still have a second and third place prize. And so I think that'll be really great. That'll be really fun. And yeah, and then we're on our way to my affiliate anniversary stream. So yeah, lots of things happening. Definitely lots of things. And as I mentioned before, being a streamer, you know, you can just go live if you want to, but if you really want to make things happen and grow in your own way and grow in the style that you want to be and be the streamer you want to be, definitely have to put a little bit more effort into that. But yeah, anyways, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you came here all the way to the end, I'm going to leave a link to the video that I talked about today in the description, and then also a link to the main YouTube channel too, if you're interested in taking a look at that. It's funny, like my YouTube Studio app is mainly for my main YouTube channel, Kippers Cove, and so I don't really look at this one, but I'm surprised that I even had 50 views on the first one, and the fact that there were 5 subscribers. So I was like, wow. So I'm making a habit not to look into it or not to check it, and it's just here for me to just, you know, regurgitate my unfiltered thoughts in my very barely edited video. But it should be good. I think it should be. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. And I'm trying to do this every week. I know I'm a bit delayed this week, but I'll try to keep up with this, because it should take just like an hour to make these. So I have no excuse. I literally have no excuse. I scroll TikTok for like 3 hours. Come on now. Anyways, don't forget to post your video. Don't forget to stream, and best of luck to all of us. All right, have a good night or day, and I'll see you in the next episode. All right, see you, bye. Pawsley says bye too, right? Okay, he says bye too. All right, bye.